Oh my gosh. Okay. I do not know, whether the Scoobies between season 2 and season 3, like, were Willow and Xander kidnapped and are they replaced by body snatcher versions of themselves? I'm honestly debating this in my head because what is going on? I mean, the amount of drama and disappointment I am experiencing with the dynamic of the Scoobies at this point. Oh, it's tough. Look, I was really holding out, the whole arc of Xander and Willow, cheating is so frustrating. It really is. Okay, does anyone else feel that way? I'm not saying it feels unrealistic or it's not good television, it's not good drama. It is, but I am undeniably so disappointed in that, and it was such a great episode last episode. One of the best, like I said, in my opinion, that I've seen so far in the show. Just a perfect kind of culmination and confrontation with reality and the consequences of your behavior. And what makes it extra painful for me is that, first of all, my girl Cordelia, like, do not do that to her. But second of all, the Scoobies, if I think that's the official name for the Buffy group, and I wonder, like, do the Scoobies, does that include Faith? I hope so, because she's one of the gang. My version of the Scoobies does. By Scoobies, I mean all the main characters that we know and love. Snyder's not part of the Scoobies. He has his own special club. Um, he's too big for anyone else, okay? No one else can join his club. But the Scoobies, I just, it's extra painful, like I said, because they get along so well. And not only that, but time and time again, they've saved each other's lives. They've been through so much. They have so much shared experience. Like, I feel like they're like soldiers. Who else can relate to their experience as adolescents besides someone else who has battled the undead and had like a million near-death experiences? So to have a betrayal in the club, to have tension and fighting, we're on full on, civil war going on here. And by civil war, I mean, Civil War, the Marvel Universe. So we have friends versus friends we've been following since the beginning of the show. Now, I don't know where we're going to go. Time for predictions. Prediction time. What do I think is going to happen? I think that Cordelia and Oz are going to be the bigger person and forgive their partners. Cordelia, whether she's going to break up with Xander, it's really a toss up for me in my predictions. Oz, I'm pretty sure is going to stay together with Willow. I think he just cares about her that much. That's my predictions for what I think is going to happen. What I want to happen is pretty cut and dry. I've thought about it. Cordelia, break up with Xander. Goodbye. Cordelia, go date Spike or something. Go date Angel. Buffy's down with Angel. Find a replacement. Find a new character. I don't care who it is, Cordelia. You can do better than Xander. You were betrayed. It's just start fresh, okay? We all knew the relationship had an expiration date when it started, right? I mean, come on. Willow and Oz, I'm conflicted. But part of me, and this might be more my personal feelings for faithfulness and things like that, but part of me is like, just end it, Oz, okay? And really the reason why I say that is because they're so early on in the relationship, and it's not that Oz shouldn't forgive Willow, but I don't know if he needs to be with her. And that one's gonna be really tough because I feel like they actually were such a good fit. But for Willow to continuously lie to his face, as he gifts her the Pez dispenser, then 2 seconds later she's asking Xander, like, chew on her earlobe or some stuff. I'm like, what? Like, how do you join those two? Like, there is an undeniable flaw with Willow's character. And that's not a bad thing with her character. I still love Willow, but that's a mistake. That is not nothing, and it wasn't like one time. If it had just been that one scene where they were, dressing up and looking nice, and there was that moment where maybe they kissed or something, and then they went and told their partners, so much more understandable. But it wasn't that. And not only that, but they never owned up to it. They got caught. So just so many things going on wrong. I feel like Oz is such a stand-up guy. He's such a, wise beyond his ear. I almost said wise beyond his ears. Clearly, I'm not wise beyond my years. I need to go back to school and learn how to speak. Look, Oz is a catch. I don't know how else to say it. He's a great guy. He's wholesome. He has a good heart. He's brave. I don't know what date you're gonna admit that you have a werewolf thingy going on, but you can have that talk. Everyone has some form of skeleton in their closet. You know what? Faith is the new character in the group. Maybe she and Oz could date. And that, to me, like, I wouldn't think of that as a couple right away. But hey, sometimes those unlikely couples work out. I mean, look, Xander and Cordelia got together, okay? I never thought that was going to happen. Just never. So anyways, those are my thoughts. I'm rambling. That was my whole Dr. Phil intro. All right, as always, if you want to see my full unedited reactions to all the episodes of Buffy, all up on Patreon. Next week's reaction, episode 10, is also out on Patreon right now. And depending on my scheduling, I might have a bunch of other episodes out for earliest access on Patreon. So if you're interested in seeing that, I'm not sure what episode I'll be up to by the time you see this on YouTube, but if you want to see those, feel free to check out the Patreon. Like I said, that is the best way to support the channel. If not, I'll see you next week for the next episode. Let's just get into this reaction. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 3, Episode 9. What is this creature? It's Davy Jones! What the heck?
Not nerve. Knife!
Good thing he doesn't go for the kill quickly. Kinda looks like those water creatures who ate their teacher.
You guys hadn't been here to help.
But we were, and we did it, and we're all fine.
So are they dating now? What's the dynamic?
To bury him or something. Makes you appreciate vamps, though. No fuss, no muss.
That's true. That's true. You gotta thank those demons for being considerate about the cleanup.
You got plans?
I cannot stress enough how much I don't have plans.
And Cordelia?
I've left a few messages. 60, 70.
70 messages? That's not the way to fix things.
Okay, we kissed. It was a mistake. But I know that was positively the last time we were ever gonna kiss. Burst in, rescuing us, without even knocking? I mean, this is really all their fault.
Oh yeah, it is very rude to interrupt the cheating. That's true. Good point.
Your logic does not resemble our Earth logic.
Okay, Buffy said it much better than I could have. Right there, sums it up.
I want to be strong, Willow. But then I think I may never get to be close to Oz again, and it's like all the air just goes out of the room.
Gotta think about that before you do stuff, right?
So tell us, wise one, how do you deal?
She's like, I do yoga with Angel.
Hey, it's Xander. You get this, call me.
Oh, she's cutting out everybody? Oh, I feel so bad for her. How am I supposed to forgive Xander after this? Honestly. I hope she doesn't, like, do anything rash. I'm just so relieved she's alive. Man, still was so worried about that other episode. It's so funny, like, seeing photos getting burned, you know, when now it's just like, you just delete the photos, right? Okay, I am really glad from the opening. Part of me was wondering, like, are we going to follow up and on what happened in the last episode? And it looks like they are. It looks like they're directly tying into the aftermath of Cordelia and Oz finding out the truth. I do wonder how Oz is going to handle it, though, because I'm sure he is very deeply hurt.
Understand Cordelia?
Amy said she looked pretty scary.
As she should. Okay, Cordelia. Maybe this breakup is going to be the best thing that ever happened to her. Oh, this group of people again? Where are vampires when you need them? Have some cloud coverage, just swoop over.
Oh, you have to meet Anya. She just moved here.
Oh, I thought they were going to be mean to her. They're being really cool. I guess she's back in the Mean Girl Club.
Prada. Good call. Most people around here can't tell Prada from Payless.
Cordelia would so fit in The Devil Wears Prada, like if they made a sequel to that movie.
Sanity, that was Xander Harris.
Xander who?
Oh,
I don't know if that's the best way to deal with it, but I'm not going to judge.
I have just the stallion. He's so you.
Who's it going to be? This dude? I mean, not what I would have expected. Are they pulling a prank?
Or he won't cheat on you. At least not for a while. Plus, he's got a kill moped.
Oh, my instincts were right. Bring on the vampire. Where's Spike? Spike could take those three out so quick. Spike and Drew. I'm sorry, I'm getting worked up over my girl Cordy. This is not good. Not good.
Maybe if we talk about it, we could...
Look,
I'm sorry this is hard for you.
He's considering her feelings. That's why Oz is the best. Honestly, that's why he deserves better. Like, come on.
The reason you want to talk is so you can feel better about yourself. That's not my problem.
Just make him the Dalai Lama already. Wise beyond his years. Oz, he might be my #1 character from Buffy that I would love to hang out with, you know?
Do I have something caught in my teeth?
That's pretty good improv jealousy creation.
Look, the guys are kind of down on me lately. If anyone saw me hanging with Xander Harris's cast off on top of that.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe. If you want to go someplace private.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? Dude, are you blind? Are you blind, bro?
God, there's one other person in this town who actually reads W.
But Harmony?
Oh, she follows me around.
Can we trust this girl?
Is that Gucci?
No.
It's probably magical and cursed.
Too bad I didn't have one of those pre-Xander.
Apart from being without class, the guy's obviously blind. Deserves what.
Here we go. Okay, whoever this is, I like her too.
Starting now, Xander Harris is gonna get a belly full of just how over him I am.
Okay, you don't need to overcompensate, but you know, it's a painful thing. I'm not gonna judge the people who are cheated on. Okay, Xander.
I'm here for you, Xand. Feel a little weird about this us against Cordelia thing.
Okay, good. I'm glad Buffy's considerate about that, especially when she's not even close with Cordelia. That's extra special of Buffy to think like that.
It's not enough pay for what.
Look, you want to do Guilt-a-Palooza? Fine, but I'm done with that.
You're over your guilt that quickly? Bro, like just write a red flag on your forehead.
Let's be in the moment. Behold the beauty that is now.
It's actually making sense.
I mean, be in the moment, but in this context, I don't think it makes sense.
I'm on the joy train.
You guys look very joyful. It worked just like that.
Why oops? I mean, we always touch digits.
But since it's different.
It is. It is. Things are never going to be exactly the same. I think Buffy's going to be concerned because as nice as that girl is being, I'm suspicious of her. Like she's going to take advantage of Cordelia when she's in a lot of pain.
Did Xander send you to beg for him? Because if he did...
No,
I would have loved to hear the insult she was about to say, though.
but I told my friends how I felt, and you know what? They got a little better.
I like that Buffy's reaching out. What the?
Cordelia, look!
Oh, shoot! As if her day wasn't hard enough. Oh. They're #1 on, like, my most hated list.
Why do I get impaled? Why do I get bitten by snakes? Why do I fall for incredible losers? What my problem is? It's Buffy Summers.
Oh, come on, Cordelia. That is not the conclusion to come to. Go to your logic class.
Oh, hey, it's Garbage Girl. Loved the look last night, Cor. Dumpster chic for the dumped.
She needs to team up with Angel. Angel can handle these problems for you, Cordelia.
I think you need this more than I do right now.
Don't make... This is going to be a mistake. 100% this is a trap.
I never would have looked twice at Xander if Buffy hadn't made him marginally cooler by hanging with him.
Okay, but that...
I wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Was she like a demon genie? What is this going to do, though? Are we going to time travel? Oh, Cordelia, you're going to have a huge lesson to learn by the end of this episode.
A good fairy. A scary, veiny.
Come on, anyone with that face, Cordelia, is not a good person, please. I am curious to see, like, what it would be like without Buffy, considering all the events that happened and how many lives she saved.
Love the dress. It's so daring.
But Cordelia, you don't want these people as your friends. They're the real losers.
Every guy on campus is probably asked, but if you're not going to the winter brunch with anyone, I'd be honored.
I'll get back to you.
Why are there so few students, though? Like, is it because that many students get killed?
Oh, the bronze isn't cool in this reality. I've got to make these little adjustments.
No, what happened to the bronze? Is it burned down or something?
Not that I care, but Xander Harris, he's miserable, right? And that Willow freak he hangs with?
They're both dead, aren't they?
Yeah. They're dead.
Jeez. Okay, make another wish. Come on. Don't wait too long to learn your lesson, Cordy. Let's go.
What?
Go on now, miss. You better get in before the sun sets.
I mean, of course you don't want to get rid of the Slayer, and you see, like, how much she does for the entire community, how much they rely on her, but it's not... Her mistake isn't quite the... It's not like she did a spell knowingly to get rid of Buffy. She just said that out loud. You know, lots of people say stupid stuff out loud. The real question is, how do you undo this? I don't know.
Well, what do you know? Cordelia Chase.
He's a vampire, isn't he?
Things were better when she was around.
The Slayer?
No, Buffy, the dog-faced girl.
Even, she's sarcastic, even in the face of a vampire that's probably going to try to kill her.
This is the part that's less fun. There isn't any screaming.
Dang, they're like a young Spike and Drusilla.
I wish us into Bizarro Land and you guys are still together? I cannot win!
Oh, you had it rough. The universe was not too friendly.
But I'll give you a head start.
I love this part.
Dang, Xander looks creepy as heck as a vampire. It's so unsettling to see one of the main characters like that. And Willow, I mean, come on, has that Drusilla energy. Even in alternate Bizarro universes, Giles is still amazing. That's a constant. And Oz, look at him being one of the heroes.
Everyone knows that vampires are attracted to bright colors.
That's Cordelia. It's better to look good than to feel alive.
I mean, that might be Cordelia, honestly. Oh, so the bronze is open. Is it a vampire club? Is that... Yeah, okay. It actually kind of could fit the vibe. Like, the vibe of the bronze fits pretty well with, like, an undead hangout. Oh my gosh.
Ah, Xander. Willow.
Heck, it's awesome seeing him back on screen. I'm not gonna lie.
She keeps looking at me. I'm trying to eat and she looks at me.
It's a little bit rude. It is.
Go on.
I don't like seeing Willow as a vampire. Yeah, I don't like this. Let's go back to the normal universe, please.
She talked of summoning a Slayer here. Now. At this time.
Great, she's gonna put a target on her head.
You will find this girl, or I'll see you two kissing daylight.
And he's not kidding. We've seen him deal with his henchmen before.
Buffy changes it. It wasn't like this. It was better.
Explain everything. Start from the beginning. Say that you're from an alternate timeline. You have to time travel. See if you can do some research in the library.
How do you know I was a Watcher? I've never...
Wait, what?
What? What?
Oh, are they gonna get ambushed right this second?
Explain everything very carefully.
You're a Watcher, huh?
Throw the... Oh, he can't throw anything. He's... How's she gonna get back? You are killing Cordelia on screen. This better be reversible. Okay, Giles, you better have some book that can transfer and go back in time. That better be happening. I can't believe Cordelia just got killed. I mean... Oh, good. Thank goodness you noticed that, Giles. Imagine if his glasses were dirty, he didn't see anything. He drinks espresso? Okay, that's pretty amazing, actually. I miss the Master. What a great villain he was. I'm so glad the actor got another role.
Can I play with the puppy?
Be my guest.
The puppy. Do I want to know? No, I don't.
Cooped up for hours. Can't hunt.
It better not be like Angel or something. Although if Buffy never came, would he have turned good?
But the Master said I could play.
Okay, she's literally being like Heath Ledger in The Joker, right?
Well, it's gonna make him bark.
Why would he have come out from like his hiding though without Buffy? Oh, I don't want to see this.
I just want to watch you go.
In every timeline, Angel is suffering. He just can't catch a break.
It's the symbol of Anyanka.
I don't think I know her.
The way that Oz delivered that, like so monotone with a straight face.
For a
grants wishes. The world wasn't supposed to be like this.
How about you wish to find out what Cordelia knew?
The entire world sucks because some dead ditz made a wish?
Bro, don't act like wishes are that out there in a world that exists with vampires and magic. Like, you know that exists. Magic wishes are possible.
Watch your back.
I love how dark everything is in this alternate universe, you know? Indoors, outdoors, like the vibe is just completely different in the cinematography and the lighting. Oh, Giles, I know you're trying to save someone, but you have to save the whole timeline. That's the priority. If they kill Giles in this timeline too...
Buffy Summers?
Want to tell me what I'm doing here?
I mean, she had a cross around her neck, so that's a good sign.
In order to defeat Anyanka, one must destroy her power center. It reverse all the wishes she's granted, rendering her mortal and powerless again.
Oh, great. That's like a huge fix-all solution. Good.
A woman again, and all this will be well, different.
So all of the wishes being granted are dependent on her staying alive. That's actually a big clause she should have, you know, been honest about.
What's your power center?
Doesn't say.
Well, that's a little problem.
World is what it is. We fight, we die. Wishing doesn't change that.
She's like a hardcore, like, insensitive type of Buffy.
Meant to be your watcher.
She spits.
You want to stay here and play make-believe, fine. Not gonna be any help to you anyway.
Come on, Buffy, you gotta fight with your brains, not just your brawn.
Now I'm gonna ask you this once, and then I'm gonna get testy. Where's this club?
I mean, good luck, Buffy. I wish you all the luck in the world, but you need support to take on a vampire this powerful. Are they gonna have chemistry across the timelines as well? Probably not.
Buffy. Buffy Summers.
Wait, how does he know her? Oh, did he still see her, like, through the window?
Master Rose. He let me live. To punish me.
There's gotta be a universe, like a timeline where Angel is, like, not even a vampire. He's just chilling out in the Bahamas somewhere drinking a margarita. Oh my gosh, yeah.
If I want him dead.
I mean, at least she's joining forces with Angel, you know. Thank goodness she's not completely solo trying to take on all these vampires.
That such an advancement goes against our nature. They claim that death is our art. I say to them, well, I don't say anything to them because I killed them.
I miss his savage birds. Come on, the master was great at roasting humans.
We really are living in a golden age.
He's all emotional about it.
Anyanka, I beseech thee.
Thank goodness Giles is just insanely competent and awesome no matter what the heck is going on.
Come before me.
Dang, he summoned her just like that.
Do you have any idea what I do to a man who uses that spell to summon me?
You shake his hand? And what a future for humanity.
She's still alive here, see? For the freshness.
I'm surprised they wouldn't strap her down. Oh, do I want to see? This is like a saw contraption. Oh, that's... Wow. Wow. Oh, that poor girl.
What's the plan?
Don't fall on this.
Buffy's still got some good lines, even in this timeline. Oh! He did not hesitate to throw Xander in front of that. But I think there's just too many of them. It was so smart that Angel immediately freed the people so they'd have, you know, backup support. Like, that's good thinking. Tell me you have some defense, Giles, please.
I had no idea her wish would be so exciting. I hope she likes it.
I mean, she doesn't feel anything about it. She's dead.
Your only power lies in the wishing.
Wrong!
Oh, great. Oh, Xander's vampire survived that? Of course he did.
This is the world we made. Isn't it wonderful?
Who's gonna save Giles? Who the heck can even save him? Okay, that got him. And Buffy is still taking them on pretty well at this point, but I think eventually she's gonna get overwhelmed. Shh. Wow, wow. To have him literally be the one destroying Vampire Willow, that's just cruel. He slides down the railing. He's like a little kid at heart.
How do you know the other world is any better than this?
Because it has to be.
I mean, I like that. I like that. How much worse could it be? I mean, don't ever say that because it can always be worse, but... Jeez.
Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Done.
That would be cool. No, wait.
She doesn't have her power.
Never been born.
Done.
And I wish that Xander Harris, that Willow wakes up tomorrow covered in monkey hair. I wish all men, except maybe the dumb and the really agreeable kind.
Oh, Cordelia. Yeah, I mean, obviously a much, much better universe, right? All right, so that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3, Episode 9, The Wish. I just saw the title right now on the screen. So, very interesting episode. And not only very interesting as like a concept and a premise of Cordelia, you know, making a wish and then it coming true, and of course with horrible effects, but there are a few twists and turns in that premise that I didn't see coming. I was very surprised that Cordelia died in the storyline, you know, especially because I was kind of how the episode opened, you know, really focusing on Cordelia, making it feel like it was going to be centered on her. And also just the idea, you know, so often Buffy is a metaphor for real life lessons. So I really thought, and I still think there's parts of this lesson that apply. I mean, obviously, you know, there's always the adage, you know, be careful what you wish for, because you never know if it comes true, it could be horrible, you know. And I think there is some basic truth to that. But I really thought it was going to be a lesson moment, like Cordelia was going to live in this alternate universe, and then she was going to have to team up with Giles and whoever else was left, and they were going to have to reverse everything. But it was such a surprise in a horrifying way, but credit to the writing for being so surprising to kill off Cordelia. And I think that's really cool because it was so unexpected and it was a shock in that alternate universe. And let's just talk about that alternate timeline. I mean, I like how extreme the effects were if Buffy didn't come to Sunnydale, because that just makes sense. Like, I would have been so disappointed if we were in that universe and things were just slightly worse or just a little bit different, because we've seen the show. I mean, not only would that be a little bit insulting to Buffy and her worth as the Slayer, but we've seen the show. I mean, how many times in single episodes is a world-ending threat like this close to happening? Or just, you know, I feel like every 2 episodes Buffy saves the world practically, you know, and literally she does it a few times. So it really does make sense that things would be in a horrible, terrible state with the amount of demons and monsters in Sunnydale and in the Hellmouth. And it was so exciting to see the Master back. He's not my favorite of the villains, but that's not to say he's a weak villain. I think he was a very good villain in season 1. He had some personality quirks, and I loved his design as well. You know, he really had that like old school monstrous vampire vibe, which I haven't seen from any of the other vampires yet in the show. But I like that. He just felt like a very distinct villain. He had a very savage personality and just one that stood out. And it was cool. I like that actor got a little cameo back in the season. I really didn't think after I thought they were going to raise him from the dead at the beginning of season 2, once that was concluded, I haven't even thought of him. You know, I haven't even thought there was a possibility that he would come back, even for like a crazy episode like this. It was just neat to see Willow and Xander being vampires. That was something else, especially Willow. I feel like we've seen Xander play some more evil versions. In that one, I always forget the name of it, but that early episode in season 1 with the Pack, maybe it is called the Pack, but we've seen that before, and he did a really good job, and he did a good job this time as well, in acting wise, like embodying that persona. Willow, I mean, that's tough. It's tough. And my favorite aspect about that whole dynamic was seeing how much they reminded me of Spike and Drusilla. And I wonder if that's I really think that just across the board, but it was cool that they felt similar, because of course they would, right? Vampire relationships, I feel like there's no true love or true loyalty, but there's all about that excitement and the pleasure and the rush, and just the way they interacted together really reminded me of Spike and Drusilla. And I'm not sure if that was intentional acting choice or directing choice. I hope it was, but either way, I just thought it was spot on, like a very good creative decision and performance. Yeah, Buffy. It was interesting to see the differences with Buffy. A little bit more subtle. She seemed a little bit more hardcore. She really gave off realistically like the impression of what Buffy would be like without a friend group, like kind of not rough around the edges. I guess there's probably like a toughness and a, you know, she just gave off such loner vibes, and I feel like Buffy really has those tendencies already. You know, we've seen her have to withdraw, need some space, and there is that just isolation that comes as part of the package deal for being, you know, the job of being a Slayer is just included, whether you ask for it or not. But it makes me actually, like, seeing that universe makes me even happier that Buffy, Xander, Willow, like the whole Scoobies work with Buffy, like they're in on the secret, even though it's not the traditional way. Like normally it's just the Watcher and the Slayer. Seeing Buffy, I think, without question. I mean, I always knew like it was good. She had friends, like she had some semblance of a life, and that was good for her like morale as a person, for her personal life. But even for the quest of protecting everyone in the universe, I think it's so clear that thank goodness she has the support group, the assistants, the tag team of the friends to help her, you know, with her supernatural duties. And Giles, I mean, Giles and Oz, I have always loved both of them, and I'm liking them more and more. And just seeing how awesome they were, even in this alternate universe, even without Buffy, they're still fighting the good fight. They're still doing everything they can. It just convinces me how amazing those characters are even more. I guess the biggest story choice for this episode that's very interesting to me is that Cordelia doesn't remember anything at all of everything that happened. So there wasn't a teachable moment. And I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I do like, it's not the cliche route. It's something different. So I like when shows mix things up. I can't deny that part of me is a little bit disappointed that we didn't. I was really excited. I was like, oh, we have a full episode that's just focused on Cordelia. And the first half was. The second half, obviously, after she got killed off, it kind of didn't work that way. And I actually thought that when the wish got undone, Cordelia was going to have, you know, a Death Note moment. But like anyone who knows, like when Light gets the Death Note and all his memories come rushing in, I thought we were going to have a really cool moment of Cordelia snapping back, remembering up until the point she died, and that's where it blanked. And then she had this moment of just wow in the school. But we didn't have that, and I'm not saying that's bad. That's just kind of what I was anticipating. Something like that could have been a cool moment. But heck, I mean, we dealt with some of the aftermath of Oz and Willow. We haven't concluded it. I'm hoping we deal with that more and it's just not brushed under the rug. I really hope that we don't see like the friend group get back together and they're just kind of okay with it because we spent one episode with them being mad. Like I really hope that we feel the consequences of this thing within the Scoobies, because I do think it's a big deal and I don't know where we're going to go from here. And it's tough. It really is tough. And also let me know, because this is just my opinion. This is kind of my take. These are the characters that I have a preference towards, but I'd love to hear the people who disagree with me. Like, who is maybe on the side, maybe not even as black and white on that, but maybe is there a perspective from Willow and Xander's point of view that I'm not looking at this point? Like, I understand they're young. I understand, you know, they're teenagers. They're in high school. People make mistakes. I'm not saying forgiveness isn't possible. I'm not saying you can't learn and grow to become a better person, have better relationships, but I don't know. I just kind of want to see them break up. I think that a relationship, you cross a certain line, that's going to happen, even at a young age. I mean, to each their own. But personally in the show, I would love to see Oz and Cordelia move on. And that doesn't mean they can't be friends. Maybe you can be friends with Will and Xander, and they can make the whole group work. Everyone be happy. That would be cool. But let me know. Let me know if there's other perspectives. I'd love to hear where other people are coming from and their thoughts and feelings about that. And also, just real quick before we end this, I want to see more Faith. I kind of miss her, you know? It was really cool getting the new characters, and I have a lot of questions about what they're going to do with her character, how she's going to grow, if she and Buffy are going to make up, if Faith is going to learn, is she going to come into her own as a good Slayer? Are they going to, you know, kill her off like we did with Kendra? I still think that's a distinct possibility, but that's kind of just where my mind is at going into the next episode. Thank you to everyone for watching along. Like I said, if you want to see some more episodes of Buffy, they're going to be out right now on my Patreon for early access. But for now, if you want to see on YouTube next week, episode 10 is on its way. I'm very excited to check that out. Thank you to everyone for watching. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.